Hello, my amazing artist. How are you today? Ready to create, right? Okay, so today we will practice patterns. I know you already know patterns, but let's practice it, not to forget. And then we can use patterns in our designs or drawings. So let's talk about what was a pattern. A pattern was pattern is something as like repeated shapes or lines. So if I just draw these short lines as you see repeated, I'm just doing the same thing over and over, over and over, over and over. So now I created my first pattern, right? So I used line and then repeated it, and then I created my first pattern. And now I'm gonna get circle, okay, and I'm gonna repeat it again. As you see, I just use the same shape over and over, repeated many times, and then I created my second pattern. Okay, so this can be by drawing or it can be by just colors. So let's say just use our crayons, and I'm gonna get violet. What was violet? Another name for, yes, another name for purple. Okay, so I'm gonna get blue and violet. So now I'm gonna do circles again. As you see, I am doing the same size and the same shape, but I'm just changing the color, so I created a pattern here. So keep it in mind, this is how to make a pattern. Now we're gonna practice it in our project, which is Bronx Beaver in sweaters. Yeah, we already did the beavers in the clouds, remember? And I gave you some sheets how to draw the beaver. Now we're gonna do it together. You're gonna draw along with me as I do in the classroom. Remember, I draw one line and then you follow with me. I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, and then we're gonna create our own beautiful beaver. And what was the two important thing in the beavers? The teeth, which are always orange, and the flat tail. So first, how we're gonna do it? We're gonna use a pencil first to sketch. What was sketch? Sketch is before the real drawing. We need to draw lightly. If we make mistakes, then we can change it. And after we sketch it, if we like it, we can trace it with a Sharpie or a marker, or we can just leave it with a pencil. All that fine. We're gonna be using a copy paper. For this project, you don't need anything else. A copy paper, a pencil. If you have a Sharpie, which is fine. If you don't, that's fine. If you have markers to color it, to make the patterns, and then you can work. If you don't have it, maybe you can have, maybe you have your crayons. You can use it. Or if you don't have anything, you just do your patterns with the pencil. So everything is fine. Let's work. So I'm gonna draw. And then you're gonna draw with me. At the after we draw and after we trace, we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. And each sections I want, because since this is a Bronx Beaver in sweaters, and it is still not summer yet, so sometimes we still need to wear our sweaters. So we're gonna do some patterns on our sweater. So you can use any patterns you like. You can use lines as I do, or I did the lines as a pattern, and I also use color as a pattern. So I did 2 sections here and 1 section here, 2 sections here, 1 section here. Is repeated as a pattern, and I get the same circles. I repeated many times, and at the background I use just lines to make another pattern. So this is another section. And here I made some hearts and I repeated, and then I used different colors. Violet, pink, violet, pink. I created another pattern, and here I made the checkers and colored in different colors, but I mean one green, one blue, one green, one blue. I created my pattern. So I want you to create your own pattern. If you like mine, you can also do as mine, but I want to see your patterns. And don't forget, the beaver's teeth is always orange. Let's start. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. So first we're gonna start. We're gonna start from the top. Okay, if you want to see it at the same time, I can just put it here. Okay, so we're gonna start from the top. As you see, this is the top, not in the middle, not in the bottom, at the top. Why? Because we are doing the head. We need more space to do the rest of our beaver, so we're gonna do any curvy line here, just here. Okay, so we're gonna be drawing. Please draw lightly, okay, because it's just a sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna be your own beaver. After we do this, now as you see here, we're gonna do two kind of curvy or wiggly line to make our beaver's ear. One here, one the other way. And then now let's make the head. We're gonna draw a little diagonal line and then come back just like this. And then the other side we're gonna do the same. We're gonna draw. So now we have the head. In the head, let's put our finger in the middle. This is where our beaver's nose is gonna be. So please point here. You're gonna make a circle, maybe a triangle as I did here, or however you like. I go for triangle. I'm gonna draw a little line and then trying to make it like a triangle. And from here, from this side of triangle, I'm gonna make a diagonal line to the top, to the head. And then from the other side, I'm gonna make another line just like this. Sorry for the shadows that you see. And if you think that I'm going too fast, please press pause. Okay, pause the video. If you need to watch it again, watch again until here, or pause it, draw until here, and then when you feel ready, you can then press play to play it to continue. Okay, and then let's continue. Now from the other corner of the triangle, we're gonna make two U letter. Remember how we did it? U letter, 1 and 2. After we did these two U letters, let's combine this line to the edge of triangle. Whoop. And the same here. Whoop. Okay, and there's the most important part, the teeth of the beaver. Now in the middle there is this, you remember again, you see this corner of the triangle. Let's make a line, a long line, because remember, beaver's teeth is very long. Not very long, but long. And then we're gonna make two rectangles. So another line here, and then it's kind of rectangle. And then the same here. Okay. It can be a diagonal, or it can straight if you don't want to do a triangle. So mine are not like a triangle. So you can do the same, or you can do as your own style. And then let's make a circle from starting from this side, and then we're gonna come back here. Okay. Oh, our beaver doesn't have an eye, so we're gonna make two dots for the eye, and we're all set. Now as you see the head, we're gonna make the body, and from this line we're gonna come here, whoop, and from here, whoop. Okay, so Now it's kind of look like a beaver, but remember what we need to do is the tail. So we're gonna start from here under the headline. Okay, we're gonna climb up like this. There's a little curve line, whoop, and then come back, whoop, just like this. We're all set. Now we draw our beaver. All we need to do is draw the sections of the sweater and then make the patterns, and then we can color it, or you can paint it if you like. But if you want to paint, then you need to use a thicker paper. So I won't advise you to paint on this copy paper, but we can do some other projects in the future, in the following weeks, with the watercolor, hopefully, if you have. So now I'm going to divide it into 4 sections. First I'm going to do the top of the sweater, okay, and then maybe we can do just a little line too, and then I'm going to divide it into 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, yeah. So try to make it equal sizes, okay. So I'm going to put 1, 2, and 3 dots here, okay, and then the same, I'm trying to do the same, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to combine this line with not straight, a curvy line, okay. Let's practice with our finger, whoop, 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 before drawing it. Then we can get used to the line, whoop, okay. Just kind of, as you see, I made a mistake, kind of mistake, but that's okay. That's just a sketch. And then the second point to the other point, let's practice one, whoop, whoop, okay. That's fine. And the third dot with the other dot, whoop. We are all set. Now let's make a little pattern for our tail. You can use just lines, but I advise you to do the curvy lines. So I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna make some curvy lines just like this, okay. And then we can do the same. We already practiced this, remember? Okay. Yes. Now we're gonna trace it, and then we're gonna go crazy with the details. So I'm gonna get my Sharpie. Whatever you have in your place, that's okay. Okay. So I have this Sharpie, but if you have this marker, that's perfect. If you don't have it, maybe you have your crayons, you can trace over with the black, okay, trace over, or you can just trace over with your pencil by pressing a bit harder, because when we're sketching we are doing lightly, right? But now I'm gonna do it with Sharpie, because then you can see it better. So I'm gonna start with the nose, and I'm gonna color it with Sharpie, but please don't color the other stuff, I mean the other patterns, with Sharpies, okay? You just trace it and then let the other work to the crayons or pencils or markers, whatever you have. Okay, so I'm gonna start tracing, and then you can also color the nose like this, okay. Whoop, whoop. You don't have to follow the exact lines. If you cannot do it, that's fine. You just need to do a beaver, okay? So I may not follow the same lines, but it's helped me to do my tracing easily. So I don't want to do a straight line, so I make it like, I want to make it like a fairy texture. That's why I'm doing this wiggly things. So you can do the same, okay. And then whoop, whoop. Please, please, please do not say, oh, I cannot do it. Please pause the video, make your sketches, and then again when you're ready, play it and then continue. Okay, we traced it. Now let's do the pattern. So I'm gonna first do this edge with the Sharpie, just like it's the top of the sweater. Okay. And then you can first trace your patterns. If you don't like it, you can change it, and that's why I'm doing like this. Now I'm gonna do the checkers. So the easy way to do the checkers from the we're just walking from this first section. Let's draw from the half the same curvy line, okay? And then draw some short lines by giving some spaces between each. You can give 1 finger space. Okay, so the first pattern is ready. And then we can do the hearts. Do you remember how to draw a heart? So lowercase m and a V, lowercase m and a V, lowercase m, V, lowercase m, V, and then lowercase n and the half of it, that's fine. What patterns we can do? What else we can do? We can make triangles, right? So we're gonna do triangles, triangles, triangles. This is another pattern. So we got just a line or a shape, repeat it many times, and then voila, our pattern is ready. So I'm gonna go for the diagonal lines at the bottom. Okay, so, and then you can now color it. Don't forget, Beaver's teeth is always green. And please, when you're coloring it, take your time. Don't do like that, okay? Nope. Take your time. Fill all the white spaces until there is no more whites, okay? Let's practice this when we are having this holiday. You can practice it, and when we meet each other, you can show me how beautifully you coloring your areas. Okay, so you can maybe use a brown for the face, and as you see, here is another way you can use the side to make another texture. Okay. And then you can trace it again. And then start coloring. You can use your crayons or markers, or if you don't have it, you can just do it with your pencil. Let's try an example with a pencil if you don't have anything. So in this first section, how I can do is, for the first box, I can just color it with my pencil, which is fine, okay? And then the other one, I leave empty and jump the other one, skip one, and then again color it with pencil. See? You don't have to have lots of materials to do art. You can do anything. All the things that to do art is to want it, to do some art. And then again skip one. Again skip one. And in the second row, you're gonna skip the one you already did, so you're gonna color here and skip one, color here, skip one, color here, skip one, color here. So, and our first and very beautiful pattern is ready. So if you have some materials like markers, you can just choose 2 colors, maybe pink and violet, so you can still do some other patterns. You don't have to color it. So see, one with violet, one with pink, and I'm using lines to create my pattern again. Let's practice this. I can't really wait to see your patterned beaver. Okay, and then you may just color the back with another color. Okay, take your time, do not rush. And do you see these triangles over here? Wow, we created another pattern. You can just do some other things in the triangles as well. Please take your time. We have plenty of time, okay? There is no 45 minutes. You can just spend a long day on this beaver. I know you have lots of things to do, but please take your time, and then we can do like lines like that. See, in these triangles you can create your pattern. And even, let's make it advanced, you can color one, skip one, color one, skip one, color one, skip one. This is all your imagination. So I really want to see your beavers in sweaters. Please share your beavers through Class Dojo, and the due date is this Friday, March 20th. Okay, I cannot wait to see your beavers. Please stay safe and do not forget to wash your hands. Love you all.